Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to discuss about the topic that is electric potential energy of two and three particle system in the absence of electric field. So in the absence of electric field, what is the electric potential energy of two particle system as well as three particle system? Let us see. So we is telling that in the absence of electric field. Okay. So first what I will do is say here. Suppose say here from somewhere infinity, one charge I am bringing to a point A. Say that charge I have brought, say that is Q1. Q1 is the charge which is brought from infinity to the point P. Okay. So for this, what is the work done? For this, what is the work done? As we know that work done formula, we know that yesterday from the definition of electric potential, V is equal to work by charge. From the definition of electric potential, work by charge. From this, work is equals to what? Electric potential into charge, we can say. Fine. So this is. So here, when this electric potential will be exist, if there is a charge is there, suppose one charge is there. So if this charge is there, then definitely electric field will be there, around an electric field will be there. So at a particular point, we'll have an electric potential. Okay, so that means if the charge is there, because of this charge, there will be an electric potential will exist at a distance, say that is R, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. So if Q is there, then only V is there. Okay, getting what I'm saying is, so potential will exist if Q is there. If Q is there, then only we can say that potential is there. But here, if you see this Q I am bringing in the absence of any other charge, that means nothing is there in a space. Suppose say nothing is there in a space. Initially, I am bringing one charge from infinity to this point, to infinity to this point. So while bringing at this point, any potential is there means no potential. Why? Because initially nothing is there, empty. No other charges are there. So simply this charge I have brought in the absence of any external electric field. So here external electric field is there. No external electric field is not there. So in this case, when there is no external electric field is there, then I can say that here potential also zero at this point. At this point, potential is zero. Okay. Therefore, what is the work done in bringing this charge from infinity to this point means the work done is say that is W1, which is equal to this potential at this point is 0 into this charge Q1. This is equals to 0. That means work done in bringing this charge from infinity to this point is 0. Why work done is 0? Because potential at this point is 0. Why potential is 0? Because here there is no external charge is there or no external electric field is there. So hence we can say that potential is 0. So when potential is 0, work done is said to be 0. Got it? Now I am bringing from somewhere infinity, again I am bringing one more point, one more charge from infinity to this point, say that is point B. Say Q2 is the charge I have brought from infinity to this point. So in this case, work done will be what? Whether 0 or what? It will be not 0. Why it will be not 0? Because it is brought in the external field of this charge. Already here charges exist. When I brought this charge, at that time no other charges are there. So electric field is 0, hence potential at this point is 0, hence work is said to be 0. Okay. Why? Because here we know that work formula is equal to V into Q. So here V is 0, hence this becomes 0. Okay. So when I brought this, now the charge is already here. So in the presence of this charge, that means external electric field will be there, radially outward. So in the presence of its electric field, I am bringing a second charge from infinity to this point. So in this case, the work is said to be done. Okay. So at this point, what is the potential means? Its potential will be there at that point. Let us say that potential I am telling it as say that is V1, suppose. V1 means what? It is the potential of charge Q1. Okay. So charge Q1 potential at this point is how much? Formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into this potential. So Q1 by this distance. say that is R. So say that is R. So electric potential at this point is how much means V1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by R. Whose potential this one? Its potential. So therefore work done is equal to general formula charge into voltage. So which charge you have brought? Q2 you have brought in the potential V1. So I can say Q2 into V1 we can say. Okay, so from this Q2 into V1 is how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by R. So therefore I can write W2 is how much? That one? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2 by R. So this is the work done. So when I have brought a charge Q1 at that time work is 0. But when I have brought a charge Q2 in the presence of its electric field, a work is said to be done. So how the work is equal to charge which you are bringing into the potential at this point. That is its potential at this point will be V1, which is nothing but this formula. So this formula I have substituted here. So from this we got W2. W2 is nothing but this is the work done. Therefore total work done in assembling these two charges from infinity to their locations. Therefore, the total work done in assembling these two charges from infinity to their locations is given by what is the total work done? Total work done is equal to W1 plus W2. From infinity to here I have brought this much of work done. From infinity to here I have brought this much of work done. Total work done in assembling these two charges to the respective places, how much? W1 plus W2. W1 means 0. W2 means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2 by R. So this is W. This work done is stored as electric potential energy. This is called electric potential energy. How much work is done now? This work is said to be a electric potential energy and it is represented with letter U. It is representing with letter U. Therefore, I will show this work as U. U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2 by R. So this is the electric potential energy of two particle system. That means if you know the charge Q1, if you know the charge Q2, if you know the distance between the two charges, that is R, then the potential energy of this two particle system is given by U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2 by R. What I'm saying? So this is called electric potential energy of a two particle system we have studied. This is for two particle system. Now, after this, now we are going to learn now three particle system now we use. Okay. So this is the expression for two particle system. Now let us talk for three particle system. Similarly like this only. Once again we'll go for this. Same like this only. Suppose say from infinity a charge Q1 is brought to a point E in the absence of electric field. let us say that charge is brought is Q1 in the absence of electric field. As we know that at this point, potential V is equals to 0. When potential at this point V is equal to 0, this implies that we know that work is equal to charge into potential V. Therefore, here Q into V means 0 here. So 0. Therefore, I can say that W is 0. So this I am taking it as the W1, Q1 charge. So W1 is 0 in bringing Q1 charge, that work is said to be 0. Now I am bringing second particle, second charge from infinity to the point, say this is the point B at which I brought a charge Q2 from infinity. In this case, what is the potential here? At this point, definitely the potential will be there. Whose potential will be there? Here the potential is due to this charge. So at this point, let us say potential is, say, that is V1, 2, I will tell. I am representing here 1, 2. Why? Because another particle I have to bring here. So there, its potential will be there, its potential also will be there. So that's why I have to represent that potential with another number. So hence, I am representing here with a letter that is V12. That means potential of charge 1 at a point 2 charge is given by V12. Whose formula? Suppose say these two are the distance, say that is R12. R12 is the distance between them. Then the formula for this potential is how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by R. Distance is 1, 2. So this much of potential is there. So this much of potential at this point is there of this charge. Therefore, work done in bringing this charge is given by, say, that is W2, which is equals to what is the formula? Q2 into V12. So V12 means at this point V12 is a potential is there of this charge. Therefore, work done is equal to charge which you have brought in this electric potential given by this formula, which is equals to Q2 into potential V1 is V12 how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by R12. Therefore, this can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R12. So previous also we got the same expression. So here I told that as a R, but now I am telling it as a R12 because one more charge has to come here. So for that purpose, you will get confused. If this is R means here we have to take another R1, R2 like this. So that's why I am taking here R1, 2. Here I will take R2, 3. Here this side I will take R1, 3 like that. So for representation, I am taking R1, 2. Got it? So therefore, so this is the work done. Already we have calculated in a two particle system. Now suppose from somewhere again infinity, another charge from infinity, another charge, say that is Q3 is brought to this point. Say this is a point C. Okay. So at this point I have brought this charge Q3 is brought from infinity to this point. Now here how many potentials will be there? Here two potentials will be there. That means in the presence of two external electric field, I have brought this charge. Say one is due to this charge, one electric field will be there. One is due to this charge, also one electric field will be there. That means due to these two, there are two potentials are exist at this point. So that two are called. Let us say this distance I am taking it as a, this is one, this is the charge, say that is Q3. So this distance I will tell 1, 2. R1, sorry, 3. This distance is R, this is 2 charge, this is 3. So R2, 3 I will take. So therefore, at this point, the potential is how much means its potential should be there and also its potential will be there. So I will write here potential at this point is nothing but total potential is Q1 at point 3 plus V1 at 3 and also V2 at 3. This is the potential due to this charge at this point. This is the potential of this charge at this point. So total potential is this much. Therefore, Therefore, work done in bringing this charge is given by work, that is W3 is equal to this charge into its potential. This charge we are bringing in this potential, that is Q3 into V13 plus V23. What I'm saying is, so therefore, from this I can say that, okay, fine. Okay, now we have to substitute this value. Now we will calculate. Therefore, total work done in assembling these three charges to their respective locations is given by the total work done is given by W is equal to, this work is called, what is that? W1. For this work is called, that is W2. Okay, when it is bringing this, say that is W1 work is done, that is 0. For this, when we brought, that is work done is, say that is W2, that is this one. For this which we have brought, say that is W3, that is this one. So these three we have to add up, W1 plus W2 plus W3. W1 is 0. W2 means this one, 1 by 4 pi epsilon, or first I will write this one. First I will write this one, then I will write this one. So first we can write this one also. That means Q2 into V12 plus W3 means Q3 into V13 plus V2. So now Q2 into V12 means what? V12 means potential at a point 2 due to this one, which is at a distance R12. So the potential we can write for this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by R12. R1 plus Q3 into V13. V13 means what? This distance, R13 distance. So its potential at this point is given by V13. And its potential at this point is given by V23. Therefore, these two potentials we have to write. That is, V13 is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 13 means charge 1 at a distance of R13. Okay, plus now this is the potential due to this charge. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q2 by R23. So this is, now I will multiply this. This can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R12 plus, if we go inside, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by Q3 by R13 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, this will multiply there, that is Q2 Q3 by R23. See here, 1 2 means 1 2 came, 1 3 1 3 2 3 2. Okay, therefore from here I will take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught common. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, if I take a common, then Q1 Q2 by R13 plus Q1 Q3 by R13 plus Q2 Q3 by R23. So this is the total work done. This work done is stored as electric potential energy of three particle system. See, if you carefully see, this is one potential energy you will get. That is the first one. This is. Second one you see, 1 3 means this is also one more potential energy. Charge 1, charge 3. This is one more potential energy. That is, we are getting this one. And finally, this is charge Q2, this is charge Q3. For this also one more potential energy is there. So for this is last one, this one. So on adding the potential energy of this and this, then if you add these three potential energies, we will get the potential energy of a three-particle system. So therefore the potential energy of a three-particle system is given by the adding of these three energies. So this is called the expression for a potential energy of a three-particle system. Got it? So this is for a three-particle system. So in the absence of external electric field, now we'll see for a two-particle system, in the presence of external electric field, let us discuss this. Understood now how to calculate? So while solving problem, keep in mind, suppose this is a charge Q1, if this is a charge Q2, this was separated by a distance r, then what is the potential energy? It is given with a letter U. This is also letter U only. Here W is nothing but this is the work done. This work done is told as electric potential energy. Okay, this will represent it with letter U. U means electric potential energy only. Got it? So fine. Similarly, two particles are there. What is the potential energy means? How to tell? Two particles are there. Say this is Q1, say this is Q2, distance is r. What is the potential energy? U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2 by r. Suppose three particles, just now we have seen Q1, Q2, suppose say this is Q3. This distance suppose say R1, suppose. This distance suppose R2. This suppose this is, otherwise I will tell R12, this is R23, this is R13. Suppose this is three-particle system. What is the energy of this three-particle system? U is equals to, like this only we have to write. For this two particle we have written like this. Similarly, for this also we have to write the same manner. First we will write for this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q2 by R12. Q1, Q2 by R12. Its potential energy like this I have written. Next I have to write for this another one. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q2, Q3. Q2, Q3 by R23. Plus now I have to write this one. Plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1, Q3 by R13. So like this we have to add. But same we have done the same thing. Same, that is only this one. Okay, so this we have derived. Now we can write directly by seeing this diagram we can draw like this. Similarly, for a four-particle system, how we have to write? Let us say. Suppose say this is a charge Q1, this is charge Q2, this is a charge Q3, this is a charge say Q4. Suppose say this is the distance. Carefully see here. Say this distance is say R12. See here. This is the Q1, Q2. Distance say this is R12. Between these two, the distance is say that is R23. Between these two, say that is distance is R34. Between these two, the distance is say that is R14. Like this we can say. Okay. So now, and so here how like this how many we can write? Like this 1, 2, 3. How many we can write here? Here we have written 3. Here how many we can write? Here generally we will think that there are 4 possibles are there, but not 4. There are 6 possibles are there. How means see this is 1. For this is 1. For this is 1. For this is 1, 4. Plus this diagonal also there. For this is 1. For this is also one more is there. So for this distance, say the distance is R13. one charge 3 R13. For this I will say that is R24. R24. So we can write like this. How many possibles are there? 6 possibles are there. Therefore, I can write for this is U is equal to, for this first one we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, see here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, in everything it is common. I will take common. Therefore, the first one is what? Q1 Q2 by R12. Q1 Q2 by R12 plus, for this Q2 Q3 by R23 plus, for this Q3 Q4 by R34 plus, for this Q1 Q4 by R14 plus, again for this Q1 Q3 by R13. Now for this diagonal, that is plus Q2 Q4 by R24. So in this way, we will have 6 like this equations and like this energy, and the energy between the two particles, how many possibles are there? Here 6 possibles are there. Between this one energy, between this one more energy, between this, and here 2 diagonals also. Therefore, the total energy of this 4 charge particle in a, which are arranged in this, that is we can call it as a rectangle line. So in this case, we will find the, in this case, the total energy is this much. What is? Fine. Now, next topic is electric potential energy of two particle system in the presence of an external electric field. So here I am talking about a two particle system in the presence of external electric field. So that means let us consider that here already, carefully see. Suppose say already one charged body is there. Already one, this is a one charged body already is here. So definitely this charged body, suppose say plus Q charge is there, suppose on this. Suppose say this is a charged body, say of charge Q. Definitely it will have external electric field. So in this external electric field, I am bringing 2 charges. As previously I brought 2 particles as well as 3 particles in the absence of electric field. But here already the charged body is there. That means charged body is there, means definitely electric field will be there. In the presence of this electric field, I am bringing 2 charges from the infinity to a particular point. Suppose say from infinity to a particular point, say that is a point P, I have brought a charge, say that is Q1 I have brought, at which its potential will be there. Okay, its potential will be there. Say that potential I am telling it as a V1. This potential is V1 and it is a function of R. Why I am writing R? R is nothing but it is the distance from this charged body to that body. Distance is R. So here V1 is nothing but which is the function of R. Okay, so I am writing this V1, R is the potential at this point. Therefore, Q1 is the charge. Therefore, what is the work done in bringing this charge? Work done is equal to 0 or work will be there? Definitely work will be there. Why? Because potential is non-zero. Its potential is there. Therefore, the formula for that is V1R, that is this entire thing is called potential into a charge Q1. Potential into charge will give the work in bringing this charge. Similarly, from somewhere again infinity, a second charge I am bringing to a point, say that is Q. At this point, definitely at this point its potential will be there again, but here it will be different from that. Why? Because this both may not equal distance. Here the potential is, say that is I have brought Q2 at a point where the potential of this charge, say that is V2, which is also a function of R. Therefore, in bringing this charge, what is the work done? That work done, say that is W2 is equals to similar formula V2R into Q2. Charge into with the charge which you have brought in its electric potential, that is this one. These two, if you multiply, you will get the work done in bringing the charge. Okay, so in bringing this charge, this much work done. In bringing this charge, this is the work done. And also, just now we have seen in a previous case, if these two are separated by a distance, say that is R, suppose the distance between them is R, then due to these two particles also, one formula is there, that is the work done or the potential energy for this is what? What is the potential energy of these two particles? Potential energy is what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R. Q1 Q2 by R. Just now we have seen the potential energy of two particles. So two particle system are separated by a distance R, then this is the potential energy. Got it? Therefore, total potential energy of two particle system in the presence of external electric field is given by, in the external electric field is given by, what is the total energy formula? That is nothing but work done only. That work done is nothing but potential energy only. So therefore, that work done, total work done is equal to how much? W1 plus W2 plus its two, the potential energy between these two, that is U. That is V1 R Q1 plus V2R Q2 plus its energy 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R. So this work will be stored as potential energy U. So this is the expression for a two particle system in the presence of electric field. In the absence of electric field for two particle system, what is the expression? Only you will get this one only. Only 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. This is in the presence of external electric field. Sorry, in the absence of external electric field, only this one will be there. If the electric field is present, with the presence of electric field, then additionally these two will be there. Why? Because at these 2 points, potential is there. That is V1, V2 are the two potentials are there. Hence, two more work done will be done. So therefore, total work done is this much. Got it? So this is the energy stored between the two particles in the presence of external electric field. Good. Now next topic. Now see the second topic. Now the next topic is potential energy of an electric dipole in an uniform electric field or in an uniform external electric field also we can say. Okay. Let us consider this is a dipole. This is a dipole of charge, say that is minus q and plus q. We know that the length of the dipole is called what? 2a, represented with letter 2a. 2a is nothing but length of a dipole. Let us say this dipole is placed in an external electric field. That is, this is the external electric field. Say that external electric field is representing with letter E. Since the electric field is moving in that direction, that meaning is definitely the electric field will start from a positive charge and it will terminate at a negative charge. Okay, that means definitely this will be a positive charge. It will try to attract towards this negative charge. That means a force is said to be acting towards that side, which is equal to Q into E. Similarly, that is plus QE. Similarly, this negative charge will try to attract this positive plate. That is, say this is F is equal to QE, that is minus QE we can write. Okay. Let us say this is a dipole making an angle theta with the uniform electric field E. That means the length is making an angle theta with the uniform electric field. So for this, a torque is said to be acting. A torque is said to be acting that we have already derived. Therefore, expression for that torque we will find out first. Since the torque acting on the dipole when placed in a uniform electric field. When it is placed in a uniform electric field is given by, we know that tau is equal to Pe sine theta. We have derived already. So this is the torque acting. This is the torque acting on it. Let dipole is rotated against the torque by a small angle, say that is d theta. That means, see, in which direction the torque will be acting? See here, in which direction the torque will be acting? If a dipole is left here, then what happens? This positive will be attracted towards this negative plate, and this negative plate will be attracting towards this positive. Try to attract. So because of which they will start rotating like this. This is called torque. Okay, this torque will be acting in this direction. So here I am telling that let the dipole is rotated against the torque by a small angle dt. Against the torque means torque is acting in this direction. Okay, torque means what? It is going like this. Okay. Now against the torque I have to rotate it. That means in this direction I will rotate this. I will rotate this dipole by an angle theta. Okay, against the torque I will rotate this. So for this, a small work is to be done. Without work, it won't go now. If you leave it, it will go that side. So to move this side, we have to do some external work against this torque. So therefore, for this small work has to be done. That is dW is equal to, we know general formula, work is equal to force into displacement. That is for the linear values. But here angular values are there. D theta is the angular displacement and torque tau is the angular force. So force into displacement. Similarly here angular force into angular displacement. This also I can write. So therefore dW is equal to torque tau into d theta. This is called the work done. Small work done in displacing the torque by d theta angle. Okay. Now what is the torque here? Already we know that our formula P sine theta. So P sine theta into d theta. So this is the work done. So this is the work done. So this is the small work done in displacing d theta. But I wish to calculate the work done from angle theta 1 to angle theta 2. Suppose initially angle is theta 1, suppose. From here I will rotate further by making an angle, suppose theta 2. So from theta 1 to theta 2, how much work have been done? So for that we have to integrate that above equation within the limit theta 1 to theta 2. So I will tell here, let the dipole is rotated from angle theta 1 to theta 2. Then the work done is can be written as integration of dw is equal to integration of Pe sine theta into dt. So here integration from where to where? Here angle is theta 1 to theta 2. Theta 1 to theta 2. This simply I will write it as a W. And here P is constant. Keep it outside. P is constant. Therefore, integration of sine theta into d theta. Theta 1 to theta 2. What is integration of sine theta? Minus cos theta. Therefore, this will be written as minus cos theta. Limits is theta 1 to theta 2. Therefore, this minus I will keep outside. Minus of P into. Now, if I apply this one, upper limit minus lower limit I have to write. This minus I have kept outside. Now, upper limit minus lower limit. That is cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Now I will multiply this minus here inside. Therefore, potential energy is equal to, therefore the work done is equal to P into E. P means what? Electric dipole. And this is called electric field into what is this? This will be reversed. This will become minus, this one minus of minus plus. So it will, I will write first. Cos theta 1 minus cos theta. So this is the potential energy. This is the expression for a potential energy of a dipole when it is rotated in an external electric field from angle theta 1 to theta 2. Got it? So this is the expression. Here theta 1 and theta, what is your theta 1? Theta 1 is nothing but this is the initial angle is how much. And from the theta 1 to how much angle you have rotated, say that is theta 2. That is, this is initial angle, this is final angle. Okay. Therefore, suppose if theta 1 is equals to 90 degrees, suppose. Or otherwise I will say theta 1 is equal to initially 0 degree. 0 degree means how it will be? Initially it will be parallel to the electric field. And after that I have made theta 2 means say another angle, say that is theta. So theta 1 is 0 and theta 2, let us say some angle theta. It may be 30, 40, whatever may be. Then by substituting these two values in that we will get. Now the potential energy is U is equals to Pe cos of theta 1 means 0 minus cos of theta 2 means theta. Cos 0 how much? 1. Therefore, P is 1 minus cos theta. So this is the expression for a potential energy. This work done is told as potential energy. So here this W is there now. This work done is told as potential energy only, we can say. Got it? So here see, if initially electric field is like this, in this case initially the dipole you have placed in this in parallel to the electric field. At that point, theta is equal to 0, initial, that is this one. From this, suppose you have rotated by an angle, say that is like this. Now, suppose you have rotated by an angle theta from horizontal to some theta, then what is the angle, what is the energy if they ask? Then this formula you have to use. That is Pe into 1 minus cos theta. Or generally, if you keep in mind this formula also, you can write. Instead of theta 1, you have to place here 0, that's all. Okay. Suppose if theta 1 is equal to 90 degree and theta 2 is equal to, say that is theta, means what here? Theta 1 90 means what? That means already, suppose this is the electric field. Theta 1 means 90 degree means what? This is 90 degree. Dipole has to be perpendicular to the electric field. So that is, this is dipole. So this theta 1 is equal to 90 degree. From this, if I rotate further some angle, making an angle theta, then what is the potential energy? Means initially, if the dipole is perpendicular to the electric field, if it is rotated by an angle theta, now what is the potential energy means? You have to use this formula. That is, U is equal to, general formula from that, Pe into, what is cos of theta 1? Theta 1 means 90 degree. Minus cos of theta 2 means theta. Cos 90 will become 0. Therefore, this minus cos theta will multiply with it. It will become minus Pe cos of theta. So, this is the expression if initially the electric dipole is perpendicular to the electric field. This is the potential energy if initially the dipole is along in the direction of electric field. What I'm saying is, so when according to the problem, how he may ask initially it is perpendicular, then we have to use this. Okay, initially if it is horizontal, then we will use this. Got it? So this is the general formula. From this we can have like this, two separate cases we can have. Right. Now let us see some different cases. We'll see. From this I will talk case 1, that is stable equilibrium. When the dipole in a dipole in an electric field is said to be a stable equilibrium, means stable equilibrium means if the electric field is in this direction, and this is positive charge, this is negative charge. So if the dipole also in a parallel to its, suppose if you place an electric dipole in an electric field, then what happens? If you leave it, what happens? It will automatically bend. That means its positive will try to attract the negative and its negative will attract the positive. So in this way, finally it will come like this and it will be in the same position. It will be in that position only. So this time, during this stage, we will call it as now the dipole is said to be in stable equilibrium, we can say. When it will be in a stable equilibrium, now it came like this. That means what will be the angle? Angle will be 0. That means theta should be 0 degree. So if I substitute this value here for this, that is U is equal to minus Pe cos of 0 degree. So that is U is equal to cos 0 will become 1. That is minus Pe. So this is called minimum potential energy. So when will be a dipole will have a minimum potential energy? If the dipole is in the direction of electric field. Keep in mind here, negative is there, positive. So in this direction, dipole moment will be there. So if the dipole moment is in the direction of electric field, then only that dipole will have a minimum potential energy. This time, During this case, we will say it as a stable equilibrium. What I'm saying is, now come to the point, second case. Case 2. Case 2, stable equilibrium. This is not at all stable, unstable we can say. Not unstable. Here in this case, we will say that theta is equal to 90 degree. Suppose this is theta is equal to 90 degree. Suppose if you take theta is equal to 90 degree, means what will happen from that formula? That means electric field will be like this. Okay. Now the dipole will be, suppose it is like this, negative q, suppose plus q, making an angle how much? 90 degree. So the length of a dipole is making an angle 90 degree with the electric field. Then in this case, from that formula, u is equal to minus Pe cos of 90 degree. Cos 90 means how much? 0. Multiply it, it will 0. So what we can say in this case, what is the energy of electric dipole? 0, no energy. So in this case, in case 2, theta is equal to 90 degree, means we can say 0 energy. This is 0 energy state we can say. That means in an electric field, if a dipole, if you place perpendicular to the electric field, then what is the potential energy of the dipole means? It will be 0. What it will be? 0. Therefore, now the third case, if you talk like that only, third case, case 3. If theta is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree means what? 180 degree means what? See, 180 means electric dipole moment and electric field both should be in a opposite in direction. See here, electric field negative to positive. Electric field like this. Electric dipole moment also negative to positive in this direction. Both P bar as well as E bar both are in the same direction. So angle is 0. 180 means they both should be in a opposite direction. That means if electric field is in this direction, that means electric dipole should be in this direction. That means it should be a negative and this should be a positive. That means this I have to rotate in opposite direction, like this we have to. So what is the angle for this from here to here? 180 degree. So here see, both are opposite in direction, that means 180 degree we can say. So here the dipole moment is in this direction. So here theta is equal to 180 degree. So 180 degree, what is the formula? What is the potential energy means? U is equal to minus Pe cos of 180. So minus Pe into cos of 180 is how much? Minus 1. Minus minus will become plus. So plus. So U is equals to Pe. This is having maximum potential energy. Or I would write potential energy. So see here, actually the field is from where the field is coming? From positive charge. From positive charge the field start coming and it is terminating towards the negative charge, correct? But you are placing the dipole, how you are placing? This side negative and this side positive. That means this positive will start repelling this and this negative will also start repelling this. So now this dipole is said to be in unstable equilibrium. Now the dipole is in unstable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium means it is like this. Means it will try to attack this negative plate. Here negative plate will be there for this side. This side will be positive. So this negative will try to attract this positive will try to attract this. So in this way, now it is stable. Now it won't rotate. But if suppose this positive is brought this side, then what will happen? This positive will start repelling. That negative, this negative will also start repelling. So finally they want to get a stable. That means now they are in unstable. So this is the case of unstable equilibrium, we can say. So unstable equilibrium. So in an unstable equilibrium, the potential energy of a dipole will be maximum. In a stable, it will be minimum. In this case, it will be perpendicular to the electric field will be 0. So like this it is, see here, like this in the electric field direction. If the dipole moment is in the electric field direction, then it will have a minimum energy. As we rotate it to a perpendicular to it, 0 energy. Thereafter again if you rotate towards in opposite 180 degree, it will have a maximum potential energy. So these are the three cases. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. So remaining topic we will discuss again in a next class. Thank you. That's happened. हाथ लगाना बोले तो और ज्यादा